Etude number 3. It's Etudes in B flat major, and it's marked quarter note equals 96 to 104. I think 104 is a great tempo for it. It really helps out that Allegro Marziale feeling, the march, okay? Marziale, march. There are some errata that we need to pay attention to from the TMEA website. In measures 8, 24, and 26, the fortissimos should be on the 4th beat of the measure. In measure 32, beat 4, add a pianissimo, so it's 1 beat earlier than printed. In measure 35, the written D 16th note should be a written C. Measure 36, add a decrescendo to beats 3 and 4. All right? So again, it's marked Allegro Marziale, which it's march style. We want to play this one like a march. We want a marked articulation. Okay, we don't want to play short on any of this except for the staccato triplets. Okay, there's a clear differentiation between the dotted 8th 16th rhythm. It's full out articulation, air and length. Do not shorten up those rhythms. Now, what you can shorten up, and really I want to say the word separate, are the triplets. Okay, don't play the triplets super short. Just separate them. That's what staccato actually means. Staccato does not mean short, it means separated. So, if we look here, let's just go top to bottom and talk about a couple of things. We want to make sure that we're playing accurately with good pitches. You know, the first 2 measures are nothing but the first valve, so we want to make sure that we're playing the right notes, not skipping to the wrong note, hitting the wrong shelf, the wrong partial. Okay, so make sure that you're playing the right note, pitch accuracy, and also play again with a long length. In measure 4, we experience our triplets for the first time. I think if we're going to play da da di da da di da 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 da, right, a little separated, da 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 di da da. Okay, that's how I would interpret the triplets anyway. Okay, and we keep that idea. In measure 7, we have some accents: 3, 4, 1. Okay, make sure you're crescendoing through into that measure and that you're giving even harder articulation to the accents. And then we see this word, squillante, which means resonantly, and really it's played with a clear, brilliant, ringing sound. And TMA says it's like the striking of a bell. So you really want dum da dum, and then a huge dynamic contrast. We go from double forte to double piano, fortissimo to pianissimo. Da da da, bum 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 bum. Right? We want to make sure that we're getting soft for those short triplets. And then again, a measure later, bum ba dum. It's really loud again, and then really soft again. Okay, so there's a lot going on. We want to make sure that we're showing off the dynamic contrast in this etude. Moving on, we'll see that we have a spot where da-da, 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 and sorry, I need to just check my measures. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Measure 16, we have a pianissimo and then a lot of dotted 8th, 16th rhythms. And right there, we want to go da-da, 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 keep the tempo up, da-da-da-da, boom. Okay? So that last measure I was just saying, we have staccato triplet and then the eighth rest accented quarter. For the 8th note, don't play that too short. Don't play it like a 16th or a triplet 8th. Play it a full 8th note. And then accent beat 4. Da 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 da, boom, ba ba da 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 da, boom, boom. And you can bring the dynamics out on the low B flat accented quarter note, but not too much. And you know, you can play it a full length but bouncy, okay? And then we want to start crescendoing from that point all the way up to the fortissimo in measure 20, not fortissimo, forte in measure 23, all right? Finish again in measure 23, accent, accent, quarter, long quarter. Do not take too much time in these 2 quarter note rests, okay? That happens in measure 8 and here in measure 24. We want to make sure that we're keeping very good time. D, da, da, 2, and 3. Dum, da, dum. All right, so we want to make sure that we're keeping good time in the rest and that we come back in fortissimo. Again, huge dynamic contrast, pianissimo, okay? So you want to, in your own practice, I would definitely just practice playing high notes and then low notes, but do them super loud, super soft. You want to practice the same notes like a G, second line G, super loud and then quickly super soft without losing the embouchure set and without having the sound all of a sudden like quaver. A lot of people pull off too much of the air and the softer note won't speak as well. So you want to make sure that you have good air flowing even when you go down to pianissimo. All right? Moving through the etude, more of the same, the fortissimo, pianissimo, and then we get to measure 32. It's pianissimo, and then we crescendo 33, crescendo 34, crescendo 35, crescendo 30, up to 36. Remember 35, beat 3, it's written AD, and we want to see A C natural. Okay, so 35, you should see half note E flat, A, C natural, E flat, G. Okay, we really want to make sure that we get that right. All right, and 36 is the top of the phrase. It's as loud as the loudest that we get in that phrase. Then we come back down, decrescendo beats 3, 4 on the triplets. Da 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 dee da 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 da. Right. And then we have a harmonic sequence in measure 40. This A flat thing, and then the G flat thing in measure 41. You want to make sure that you play it loud, keep it connected. Don't get too soft. Right back loud again, okay? Measure 42 is a spot where I also have seen people have issues with tempo. They want to actually rush the eighth notes on beats 3, 4, and 1, 42, 43, 44, and again, measures 49, 50. 48, 49, 50. You want to make sure that you're playing with very good time. Da, ba, da, ba, bum. Bum bum da 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 da. Okay, you want to make sure that you're subdividing so that you're not letting yourself rush through those measures. And make sure that you're riding the air very well, coming down those long triplet runs that happen in measure 45 and measures 51. Make sure that you're getting yourself on long air, but a separated articulation, right? Because it is staccato. What helps there also is to bang the vowels. Da 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 dee da 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 da. Okay, we want to make sure that we bang the vowels all the way down. Okay. I hope that this has helped you out, and happy practicing.